I'm not going to comment on other parties. I'm fighting to win, to continue as Prime Minister of this beautiful country. I'm now Prime Minister for 6 months.
Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte kicking off his campaign for this week's general election. Mr Rutte epitomizes a European establishment facing a backlash from voters worried about a loss of national identity and Muslim immigration. He faces a challenge from the far-right Freedom Party, led by anti-Islam firebrand Geert Wilders. In response, Mr Rutte has shifted his rhetoric to counter the threat. Mr Rutte's message for immigrants to the Netherlands? Adapt or go home. If you don't like it here, you can leave, he said recently while on the campaign trail. The Premier denies a rightward shift in pursuit of Mr Wilders' voters. He says his position has not changed over the last 6 years.
This election is about the Netherlands and what type of country are we? Are we clear about our beliefs, about our values, particularly with people coming from outside the Netherlands, for example as refugees? We will always have a warm welcome, not for too many please, we have to keep the numbers limited.
Mr Rutte made his mark as a fiscal conservative with liberal social policies. He has spent most of his time as Prime Minister since 2010 dealing with the fallout from Europe's financial crisis.
People have paid a price to come out of the crisis. That's one of the reasons why many people still tell me, yes, we can see at a macro level that things are so much better, but I do not experience it in my personal life. Secondly,
during those years, parts of Dutch society have turned more critical of European integration and of Muslim minorities who are viewed as reluctant to accept the country's secular liberal values. Opinion polls point to a highly fragmented parliament. With most Dutch voters still in the middle ground, centrist parties are poised to make gains. Mr Rutte is the favourite to lead a multi-party coalition, even if his Liberals come second to Mr Wilders' group, as no party is willing to join with the far-right politician.